So what did you do the one time?
Focusing on looking at my previous life and letting go bad memories.
Okay.
It's a very good one.
Okay, good. Very good one. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good actually.
Okay, great. All right. So for today, so you bring your husband on the Monday night.
Yeah.
You are very
That's courageous.
Yeah.
Very courageous.
When he's here.
Wednesday is
explain?
cool.
Did you explain to him anything?
I tried.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. How much he scared you, just for us to understand
What did you understand basically for
so
today?
far from her?
Energy going up and down and connection.
It's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I have to try because.
Good
Okay.
start.
Okay. So
Beautiful.
yeah, so it's very good way to synthesize what's happening on Monday. So the same way that you go to the gym for your muscles, here on the Monday we do a bit of spiritual gym. So we build up your light body. So you build up your energetic field. So you have a magnetic field around you that is like a beautiful machine. It's like a beautiful program. So we are building your program that you already have, and we fine tune that program. So there is probably a lot of things that you will not understand. It's all right. Just don't put your mind there. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense for now. It's just like seeds being planted. If you want to fall asleep, do fall asleep. It's perfect. As long as you relax and you really allow your mind and your thoughts to be quiet, like to not interfere. So whatever is busying your mind and your head, put it on the side for 1 hour. This moment you are giving it to yourself. So just use it fully, this 1 hour, to really rejuvenate. Even if the words that we're gonna say, they don't make sense or you don't follow up too much. You may sense in your body some warmth, some dizziness sensation, some really profound relaxation. You may feel some bubbly sensation. You may feel some, if you are sensitive in your body, you may feel some areas in your body opening up, like a flower or like a mushroom, like this. You may feel some light. You may see light if you are if you are dreaming a lot. So you are used to have a vivid imagination. So you may see some light, some geometric shape. Whatever comes, just let it come. Have a wonderful experience, and that's it. Yeah, make sense? You want to add something, Dave?
More than that will be the.
Would be a bit too much. Yeah. Really enjoy. Like just drop everything that you know. And open your heart. Have your intention. What are you here for today? Aside pleasing Vanessa. To discover something new.
Something that I'm probably not very good at naturally.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And then I will put some focus on you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I heard that husband, wife, sister, brother, mother, sister, like at a very close family, it's preferable to, during the meditation or during any ceremony, to sit a little bit away from each other. Is that true?
It's nothing about true or wrong. It's an opinion
I'm
you heard
preference.
from someone, and they have valid opinion in a certain way. If the person going through a certain process, generally the person next to you that you are familiar with, you lean on, and you might distract yourself from the process.
Or be affected.
Or
Emotionally.
be affected, or
or
the person will
distracted.
put his hand and so on, and where you are, you need to be with yourself, basically. That's an opinion. And this setup of meditation, I don't think it would require, because you're not going to cry or any kind of certain emotion. And remember, it's not about the truth, it's an opinion about the setup, what they are doing. So they prefer, basically, when you are not sitting next to each other as a husband and wife, so you don't affect each other while they are going into the process. So you go by yourself in the process.
And if the individuals are not strong or mature enough energetically in their spiritual path, they can also overlap the energy. They can as George said, like also develop distractions or attachments or worried during the process that is meant to be
Exactly.
for themselves.
He might look at the wife, so, oh, she's crying, I need to take care.
And then
It's not the time.
Yeah.
Stay with yourself, focus on yourself. That's the opinion behind
Yeah.
it.
And also, it's also mentioned that when you are in a relationship, it's also very healthy sometimes to sleep apart, so you can restructure your energy without being entangled with your husband as well or your wife. So this is very healthy. So it's a bit similar in a way when you do meditation. You are in your own process, in your own energy, and you're not sharing it with your husband, so you really rebuild yourself in wholeness and completeness. So at the end, it's a choice, it's a preference, and it's an opinion. If someone tells you don't, then it's I would say limitation or separation. I love to be next to George when we do any type of work. We are stronger together. We build very fast. We share usually the same journey. We complete the journey. So yeah, I think it really depends to anyone's preferences.
Yeah.
I still doesn't always asks not to
To
Yes,
touch.
for the
Yeah.
same, the same purpose,
Yes.
especially in, let's say, if you're having surgery with Archangel, let's say, or certain things, and the other person start trying to manipulate, and his benefit of his sharing is love, but it's not the time. It's not the time where you need to do any interference in energy. He has to go through that process. So sometimes the helper will be around the person, unless if it's a very extreme case, so the person is panicking, let's say, then you need help maybe. But when you have a loved one around you, you tend to run away from the process by coming back to comfort zone, you see? And that is preferably avoidable than so you can go
And it's
through
like
the process.
entanglement of energies as well. So yeah, it's more like for the surgery purpose.
Yeah.
He was here in December? 'Cause I got confused.
Yes, in Abu Dhabi.
In
Yeah,
Abu
only
Dhabi.
in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only in Abu Dhabi for a week or 10 days.
Do you think it's healthy to attend his session on 11th and then carry on with your boot camp?
Yeah,
It's up to you.
you
You're
can.
strong, so it's up to
Yeah.
you.
I will come with you.
Yeah?
Because I cannot do boot camp, but I can attend
Boot camp.
It is boot camp, correct.
boot camp.
Children, the retreat boot
No,
camp.
I'm still thinking.
Sabine also going there if you want to guys collaborate.
So Svetlana will be at the hotel before. So.
Yeah, I'll come to the hotel anyways.
Okay.
But I was thinking like, SL sessions can be quite
Yeah.
Can we come at least on Friday, or we have to be there all the time?
It's all
It will be the
time.
ceremony and opening and talking about the whole retreat.
Yeah, the retreat is not only an immersion, but it's also a course that will be spread on those 3 days, and for the highest benefit and your highest sucking of information and energy, 3 days, it's good. And coming only for 1 day, it's like you have a wonderful buffet and you can have only one plate, It's like
And you will hear us
I don't have
talking
time to
about
stay longer.
this, going to do this, and we're planning, and
we are changing the
it will
planning
be
a
more
little
in
bit so far.
distraction than.
So we are adding new stuff. Let's see. Rula, you coming? You see?
She took decision, and we'll see what will happen.
Maybe with Didi as well, like communicate separately. I mean, together separately. All right,
On
all
the
right,
side.
all right. Huh?
On the side.
Sorry, on the side,
Together.
personal conversation. Yeah, okay.
This is a
Like whatever I was saying felt very awkward.
French English translation.
See when the brain tried to translate.
Same time as I'm translating from Arabic to English and just it went wrong.
Yeah.
What's happened?
We are welcoming Zaid at the retreat. So it's gonna be the only man holding the masculine flame there. And I was like, Zaid, are you sure? I was like, yeah, it's okay, I'm fine.
I get
Everywhere
used to it.
everywhere I do retreat, I'm only with women, so yeah, good. Even in Turkey was the only one. All right. So we are online, so maybe we can welcome. So welcome online if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining the talk before the session. We haven't been on Facebook for at least a
For a
month
while,
now,
yeah.
so it has been a long while, and yes, we did miss you as well. So same as well, online podcast, whoever is watching now on replay, welcome to the session.
We have Taline.
Say hello,
I already
Tali.
know about it. If you want to say hi to Taline.
Hello.
And I wanted to say, yes, so if you are watching on Facebook and YouTube and you would like to do the session, you have a link in the description that will bring you to the payments, and then you will receive the link and the password to join us for this beautiful session ahead that we are already feeling now. So we were discussing about a couple of things before we introduced the session, so thank you for following and watching and listening as well. If you have any comments or questions, please mention them and we will reply to you after the session, because we don't have computer with us. So we don't know what you would like to say, but like and love and comments, and we'll be there for you after the session. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining as well in the room, and in terms of updates and planning, because now we are reaching the end of the year, so it's going to be very fast with holidays and everything. So I know that every single week there are some of you still asking me if there is session on Monday, session on Wednesday, what do we have, what do we have? So I would like to emphasize on, if you don't know or if you have a doubt, you can go on the Facebook page, and if you don't find the post, go on events. You will have all the planning. And if you don't have Facebook, you can go on the website in the planning or schedule, and so you have all the events lined up. So whatever is there, it is confirmed. So
If it's
there is
published on
sessions.
Facebook and on Eventbrite, that means confirmed.
And on the website,
If
it is
it's not
confirmed.
published and it's not there, that means it's not
It's
confirmed.
not confirmed.
So there is
There
nothing.
is no session.
best way.
So this Wednesday we have the Unconditional Love, the monthly one. I know that we haven't had the one in November because there were Asil sessions, a lot of things happening. So we didn't want to overwhelm our system and to overload the planning as well. So in November we didn't have Unconditional Love, and I know how much we have missed it, especially because now we have been nicely upgraded. We have strong, beautiful new connections and strengthened connections. So this Wednesday, buckle up your seatbelt if you are joining in the house or online as well. Next Monday, we have a session in the house, and after that, it is the retreat. So the Monday after the retreat, which is the 16th of December, it will be a recorded session. So there will be no session in the house, but one online that we're going to pick a great session that we loved in the last couple of weeks, and it's going to be the replay available for free online for the Monday 16. And after that, George will do a session on Monday, the 23rd of December, and I won't
We'll
be there.
announce it. I don't think so.
Babe.
So
Who wants-
Matilda, she's traveling.
Well, I'm traveling, so George will do the
I
session.
would like to do some boot camp with myself.
George.
Babe,
Oi.
you will
You
have all the
really,
time
really
after.
want.
Excuse me.
Really want.
So I'm leaving for 5 days, 4 days and a half, 5 days, to say hi to my family in France. They were nagging so well and so much and so beautifully that I couldn't say no. So I leave George to you here.
So you
And-
want this session because when Matilda is not here, we do something special. That's what you're thinking about,
And it's
right?
Christmas. It's gonna be
No,
23rd.
it's important.
It's gonna be
the
great.
End of the year. Come
Yeah,
on,
exactly.
We have to.
Christmas jumper.
He'll do it.
Yes.
Okay.
So there will be the 23rd, and after we take 2 weeks. So there will be no session in the house, but as I mentioned last time, we'll be here in Dubai, so we can meet up for family lunch or a gathering, whatever we are planning to do. To have, we can even meet for practice if we want. Let's see how it will build up. But we will be in Dubai, but there will be no session till the 5th or 6th of January. That will be a Monday, huh?
Oh wow.
Oh wow, yeah. So this. On January the 18th, there is the spiritual intensive immersion day. Immersion day. We haven't seen immersion. We haven't seen many registration yet. I know that many of you are interested to join.
Yeah,
Um,
Saturday.
It's Saturday, yeah.
Yeah. Can you do something on Friday as well?
No. Can you take off?
Thursday I can't. Saturday is always busy. They prefer,
Sorry, love.
Yeah, they prefer to not take.
We put it on Saturday because
It's
we
off.
wake up early, and so on Friday you can really rest and relax, empty your head before the big Saturday. So this is why we put it on Saturday. Usually the intensive on Friday, but it's like a lot after a week of work. So we choose to do it Saturday. But next time we will be mindful as well. Yeah. So if you are planning to come on the 18th, don't forget to book. It's going to be catching up after the retreat. It's going to be full practice, realignment, planning the Manifestation 2020. Yeah, basically it's this. We are planning to do that outside Dubai, in a beautiful shala, a beautiful farm, but we need to know how many we are. So the more we know in advance, the better it is, so we can plan where to go. I mean, we have the space, but if we can confirm the space. We are opening for 25, 30 people, so we have that amount capacity, that big capacity, so whoever wants to come, it's going to be heart resonance, you love, transmission, talk, morning practice in the nature. It's good, huh? So it's basically all that we love in one day. It's like the essence.
It's mini
In one
boot
day.
camp, basically.
So if you are coming, please join. And the price is very, it's like a gift. So those who are from the You Love project, you have a discount. And otherwise it's 550 for the entire day. Which is cool. I mean,
Very cool.
it's cool, yeah?
Very affordable.
Yeah, you just bring your lunch and you need to drive there. So we will organize the commute all together because it's like 40 minutes away, but it's worth it. It's like the nature and the animals. So voila, I think I've said enough for the planning, so you have that in mind. And yes, the Tibetan singing bowls and sound healing course is on in February. I have now 5 spots left, and it's the last 2 weekends of February. So if you know anyone who would like to take the course, it's going to be the last course of the one and last course for the year. So I mean, it's not to be missed. So if you know anyone, or if you yourself want, then let me know. Voila. Thank you for listening about the planning. Now, what is the topic of the day?
Abundance?
I've seen yesterday how the grid and retreat gonna look like.
Say it again.
I've seen when we were meditating yesterday. I've seen how
Ah.
the grid builds
Yes,
on the
yes.
energetic. It's
I
like
was thinking of you.
you know, like well, you've seen Inception, and there's like an architect. So it looked like this. It just started like architecting itself, but it was so. I cannot explain this, but it's like building in front of my eyes, like as if you are building a crystal castle or something. It's just like in front of me, like like in the computer graphics, like.
Beautiful.
It was so beautiful. Like, oh.
Nice.
We're definitely going to do preparation for the Mega Taurus with the unconscious love field.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Like, I envision also similar to this when we first started the project, the unconscious love project. And I said one day, remember, we'll bring all the crystal and do mega vortex.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that will be amazing.
You mentioned that we should only bring the full coolness, but why? My vortex is very strong. What's gonna happen to it if I'm gonna take my grid for 3-4
The center.
days?
The center of your vortex.
Yeah.
You can, if which I taught this in the
I
unconditional
know
love.
how to close. and
Yes,
open
you
things.
can, but not everyone have the same capacity as familiar with the crystal or familiar with the strengths of their vortex. So I would suggest the 4 corner is very safe, definitely, keeping the center. But if you feel you want to bring the center, absolutely. Just remind to strengthening in the astral. I said, you stay here, I'm
Yeah.
coming back in 3 days.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, I'll keep the guardians.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can do that, definitely. But of course, for people, we have in the Unconditional Love project, people are completely new to crystal.
Yeah.
You don't expect that their vortex stabilize after they remove the crystal. Some of them, they were telling me that till now they're still making sure that the vortex is strong.
Yeah.
So it varies. I don't want to give a tip for people, they remove their crystal and they come back, it's like they have to build it again. Yes.
Maybe we should do another initiation. It's been a while.
Yesterday we've done a little bit, and that was the plan of the Sunday. So every time to do it, and I shared the meditation number 5 that all of you love it.
Yeah.
That has the full things. Didi
Yeah.
always talk about it.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah, I remember.
from the royal guardian to the higher realms to the crystal, all of them. And I shared it again and said, please do this from time to time to reactivate your vortex, make it strong. And I hope that people do that, right? Georgie, remember, you know this, the one that I'm talking about, right? It's very nice. Even for me, sometimes I play it. It's so good.
Actually, I was thinking about that today. Actually, past couple of days I've been thinking about it.
To do the meditation again, to re-energize. Yes. The more we do those kind of step and effort to energize, it's an announcement to send to our higher self, to the earth, that we are so committed and we want even more. And that's how we receive it. Imagine like someone who went to the gym a couple of week and then he stops. So the coach will know that you are not serious, to be honest, right? You're not strong. I cannot give you more weight. I will give you the same weight that you lift all the time. But if someone who's doing more dedication and showing up to the gym, basically, that means the coach will say, well, you are very committed. I will give you more weight. I will support you even more. That's always the case. All right.
We have Rob online, a very dear friend, Rob, who is asking us that there is strong spinal alignments. What about us? I said, Rob, we need to catch up soon on Skype. There is more than spinal alignment happening, and it will take at least an hour to share what has happened the last couple of weeks that is allowing those openings now that we are receiving and benefiting. And
I think he need to join us one time on the live stream to experience with us and join the same opening.
Or maybe on Wednesday, if you are available on Wednesday,
please join
us, Rob.
Wednesday always open access, and we're going to welcome all the new guests and new expanded energy and feel the energy with the group.
Yeah. Yes, babe.
I'm ready to start.
Yeah. What I'm observing as well is whatever you are receiving, or you've been receiving in the last... Can you help with Oli? She cannot join in. All the energy that has been received and all the work done the last couple of weeks, there's a need now somehow, or an immediate, you call it embodiment, that needs to be reflected in the relationships. So there is a bit of work at play in your relationships with your very close ones, whether it's partners, children, friends, co-workers that are very close to you, because your growth and the wisdom that you are unlocking within you is now showing up in your relationship. So it can create as well tensions, it can create misunderstanding because you don't use the same word or the same terminology, you don't use the same way to express yourself, that brings in your relationship a misunderstanding, or they don't see themselves in you anymore. So there's adjustment there. There is also in this work that is happening the last couple of weeks some layers that are showing up. Not layers, there are always layers. When we think like I'm done with anger, no, there's always layer that will show a new angle of an emotion, a new angle of a frequency that we are living and that we are moving in as a human. They are part of our spectrum. So another angle where we can discover as we experience those frequencies in our relationship. And it will bring information, it will bring reflections, it will bring observation, how you are interacting and who you are truly in your everyday life. So this is also maybe something that may be relevant with you as of today. If you look at the last couple of weeks and see how you are today with your relationship, and there's things that needs to be rewired a little bit, readjusted, so it really align and be more harmonious than before. So I was observing that with clients lately, so maybe it does resonate with you as well in your everyday life. So that was my little update about the harmonization of relationship, as within, so without. And it's happening with actually excitement and grace and you know the way a child is excited to something new, about something new, or the new discovery that it's amazing, I haven't seen that. That is a bit of this childish and innocent energy behind discovering something that is unknown, and whether it's comfortable or non-comfortable, but it's like the inner this little childish energy inside that says, something to play with, something to be better at, something to love myself more. You see? So with all that awareness, we are also growing that excitement inside us. With all this observation about what is life, what we are, what is life within us, what is the universe within us, grows this excitement where we don't feel upset when something is happening to us because it is happening for us. So you have this, something new, so I can be a better me. So there's this little energy that is growing as your awareness grows. Nice? You are already gone. So we are going to start. Let me say bye to those who are watching on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for watching. And the link is above if you would like to join the session. And otherwise, we see you very soon. And know that you are loved and we love you very dearly. Bye-bye.